It's nothing personal against Miss Cortez. I appreciate her enthusiasm. If you pay attention to what she said, you can't defend that logic in our most forsaken areas. They need originally instill all identities of the law, not by accident. They need the real causes of negative value nature progressions, acts, and natures in places like the Bronx, blamed on other causes, other things, and on selves. All victim predators. For the racketeering method that forgiveness is really about, that American history is really about. It's not racism. They needed it juxtaposed. It's not free speech. Now, where the identities of the law prevent free speech, our founders left us to demonstrate them. Racketeering with sub rosa, active body value treatments, progressive value treatments. You can't defend the pathology only that they forced glorified as victim predators by the same organized crime method that keeps the overt criminal enterprises and private ones needed to hide the same lies with them. Sequence shifts, more predicate acts, roles with the investigators, uses of DACA when people were kids, as the adults with our side with a whole bunch of other nations. Criminal uses of KKK, Confederate flag themed military families and police. And roles racketeering on and off the state all the way from Weathersfield to CCSU, involved with on and off that campus with racketeering, first racketeering with databases, sequence shifts. They even try to pretend things recorded by taking pictures and things like that out of sequence. They use whole groups that they need to, because in interbranch, they're hiding line progressions. They're kept needing to, per racketeering method originally instilled from off the ground of education's quality as value as nature and nature as value simultaneously. On and off campuses in layer, on and off database relationships in layers. All styles of lie are propagated. Where they need those kids blaming other things others themselves. For our founders recorded stolen identities in our face, forced glorified. We have knowledge of the sciences the most. Every subject that comes up has predicate value attached to it. All these topics they separate. Not only does it have predicate value, it has why male and female, nature as value, value as nature simultaneously, are in demonstration of a third nature of invisible but still discernible value. The nature of woman and the nature of men is distinctly and non distinctly in demonstration of the shared identity attached to all. That's why we have a species too. All identities of value progression individually grouped together. There's no way to help people if you can't talk about what they're in, what we are in. We have in states and areas defending and even glorifying where you can't defend and glorify and tell our American history or have it understood by each age. So therefore, for example, partially that's why effectively maintained for worse than forsaken. No one cared for those kids. They need those kids blaming the fake sciences. They have the identity the sciences share worse than obfuscated. That's why English, and when they bring up the subject, that's why too we have to have pseudo rhetoric discerned distinctly from rhetoric. We have to have pseudo semantics discern distinctly from semantics. They're pretending things are um binary. Nothing is binary alone. Nothing. See the Trinity. This is science. Boxing.